It's Sunday morning, meeting up with my brother and my mum. We're going out to Sunday lunch. Then me and my brother are going and continuing our walk along the seafront again. We're planning to do the other half. So it's 12:30, just finished lunch. As you can see in the background there's Victorian Cafe, where we stopped off on the high-speed bullet train yesterday. There's the little clock that used to be on top of the bus station that used to be go around here, or the Grand Station, I can't remember which one, and I don't particularly care that much. And there's the big wheel, Western Eye, or whatever you want to call it. And we're going to head down southwards from the Victorian Cafe. So the coat of arms we saw earlier was the original one. This is the redone, reformed one. Still kept the same logo ever forward, because if you want backwards, just go to Bridgewater. The Victorian Cafe, which usually is where the train, the little land train thing, stops and does its little turnaround. I believe it used to be one of the old tram stations from when the trams used to run down the seafront. They don't anymore. They really should, because it'd be much better than the land train. Because land train sucks, and it takes up way too much space when the roads, when the pavement's closed. Okay, so we come down from the Victorian Cafe. I keep saying Victoria because it sounds much better. There's the pier as it's being rebuilt. Just out there, you can probably see in the distance, that's like Cardiff area, Wales. And moving along, see, like, islands and stuff, donkeys, and then the first aid, lost children, and toilets and little shack. For some reason the hobo cage is not around today. Don't know where the hobo cage has gone. I've got a feeling that it was taken down for cleaning, because as far as from what I know, they had a special sort of event the other day, lethal lockdown, 100 hobos in a cage. You electrify the cage, and the hobo who survives, well, according to my brother, gets a semi-decent meal. I thought he was going to say semi-detached house. So that is the SeaQuarium on a little pier, elevated above the ground. That's a nice little aquarium thing that I've never thought to go into. We're down quite a way now from the actual pier, which is pretty much the central point of the seafront. And just a bit further down, behind all the shacks and everything, is the Tropicana. As you can see, the tide's in, people are enjoying the beach, because there's sun, sea, sand, surf. Well, okay, maybe not sand, maybe mud, but there's definitely not surf either. There's definitely sea and sun. It's about 20% sea, 80% raw sewage, but never mind. So showed yesterday where they were doing all the redevelopment on the beach, and they're actually storing it about, I don't know, about 2/3 of the way down the beach, right next to where they've actually started work on the Tropicana. They're actually just tearing it out. They haven't really begun on any redevelopment of it. We're just up from the Tropicana right now, so I'm going to walk past. That's where I showed you all the interesting graffiti the other day. So there's the Tropicana. It used to be a pool with water slides. They had a giant pineapple in there, which used to be pretty fun for slides. They had a snake slide and everything else like that. And it was a really nice, it was a really fun place. It was open top though, so it could only open during the summer. And there's the graffiti from the other day. Now they've only got a little mini restaurant which only actually occupied the foyer. That foyer used to lead through to the actual entrance to the swimming pool, so that isn't even a fraction of what used to be open. They don't even have the entranceways to it open. They've got a little shop down there as well, a little gift shop and storage area. But it's really disappointing because of what used to be there, and the fact that it's taken ages to do any development work. They still haven't begun development work, they've only just really started gutting it out, and it's all the council's fault for not really agreeing to anything, and contractors' fault, because contractors want to develop so much extra. They want to change it to having hotels and all sorts of extra stuff, whereas really all they need to do is just put a roof on a swimming pool. They're useless. They're a complete load of cack. So I sod it because you probably didn't hear me on the other video, so I'm going to take a video again of the Tropicana art, because it's really good stuff. So just going to go. This one reminds me of one of the sketches from A Softer World, where they talk about truth and beauty bombs. That's pretty spiffy. That's pretty snazzy. Because, you know, Charles Trippy said I need to use snazzy more. Challenge people to use it in everyday conversation. Swine flu. The carrot refers to silica, which everybody describes. It's like a monument thing in the centre of town. Monument isn't to a waste of money. It's shaped a bit like a giant carrot upside down, which is where that comes from. So that's the front panel. It's the second panel. That's the middle panel. That's fairly trippy. There's a lot going on. I love that. Fairly trippy, lot of stuff going on there. Yes. Masses of weirdness. The fourth panel. This to me is like the Silent Hill panel, and I'll show you why when I go into it. Just some of the features on it. I mean, from the dark lips all the way to almost the black bleeding eyes, and the fact that they're all shadowed, and just that's freaky. The airbrushed features, and this to me is like total Silent Hill, from, you know, dripping, and then you've got a mouth that's all stitched closed, the red eyes and a little bit of splatter, and just everything is sort of it sort of all flows. It's like rain or tears of paint, just streaks. And I mean, look at that's just really, really nice, and at the same time really, really horrific. Fair play to that. And then the final panel, which is nice, which is cool. What we have down there is a Victorian boating pool. Victorian children and adults who wanted to be children came down here with toy boats and used to just sail them in that little pool. There was another one further up the beach, but they had to close that down because it was deemed unsafe, usually because dogs ran through it and defecated in it, people shattered glass in there, and then kids would run through barefooted, because kids are smart. Another little beach shack area with gift shop and ice cream. Another one of the fine classic brother phrases. Instead of over the top monkey impressions, overrated monkey impressions. They made overrated monkey impressions. They actually had a rating system. Now you see Weston pretty much a little bit in the distance now. We're coming down to the south end of the promenade. The beach, as you saw from the video when I went down to Uphill, carries on for quite a way, all the way down sort of area. Goes ages, goes miles. Beach sort of for the beach walk ends just there. We're going over to that side where you can see they've got a putting area and stuff. I'll show you more when we get over that side.